Hi everyone, in this video I will be just showing you these skilled units because I will be sacrificing them, so you will not be seeing them again, in my units at least anyway. I'll explain to you while I'm testing them, the reason as to why I'm selling them, so you will see in a second. I think that's all of them. Nope, I got this guy as well. Yep, that's pretty much all of them. Okay, so let's just go on easy normal so you can see how each of them are. And I'll explain it as I'm doing it so you could see. So let's start with the weakest one, which is the Cartoon Giant. As you can see, he's pretty good here and he can kill angels, but when it comes to the Monarch, barely any damage at all. Let me push him back and let's choose another unit. Let's choose the Javelin. We know the Javelin skill throws a big javelin, a screwdriver. As you can see, barely any damage on the actual unit, and his own attack has much more damage than the skill. It does have range, but again, it's nowhere near as good as other skilled units. So, you're gonna see now, he can probably... Oops. Now, let's show the Envoy, which is actually quite strong, but again, nowhere near as strong as other units, so let's show him. His skill has range, so you're gonna see he could shoot his skill from here and damage the Cartoon Giant, so it's still a very impressive skill. It's just more to do with the damage he does, which is about 6 million, which for a +5 enhanced unit is not very good compared to other skilled units, which I will talk about. Now we also have the Goblin, which throws things in the sky, as you can see. He does quite a lot of damage too, but his health is way too low to be able to use him in Siege. So again, not perfect. We then have the Tiger, which has a strong skill and uses it quite often, just like the Envoy, but again nowhere near as strong as other units. I'll give you an example. When he attacks, you're gonna see that he takes about 1/4 of his life. And then we have the Shadow. You could see that. He takes quite a lot of their life. Very strong unit as well. Just like the Envoy. Now, they're all very strong unit. I could just bring them all out. And as you could see, they all do pretty good damage. But they're nowhere near as good as other units in the game. So, when it does come to whoever wants the best units in the game, you won't be able to finish even easy mode with these units, so you're gonna have to work extra hard and get good skilled units instead of these. Now, either way, most skilled units are strong units, and if phase 5 are most likely gonna be better than the mage. But that's not what you want. You don't want it to be better than the mage, you want the best skilled units possible. So I'm just gonna quickly show you what are the best skilled units in the game. I'm gonna go through them. So, these are the units I've tested out, and I'm pretty sure they're very strong skilled units. The Swordsman, very strong skilled unit. The Shield Soldier, not so much, very weak skill. The Spearman has a strong skill, but because of its low HP, it's pretty useless in Siege. The Berserker, very strong skilled unit, very high HP, uses his skill very often, but nowhere near as strong as other units, but still a pretty good unit to keep. The Claw I haven't tested yet. The Pistol, very strong unit, stronger than the Berserker, stronger than most units in the game, so if you get this you have to keep it. High range as well. We have the Archer, which is very high attack skill damage, very good unit to keep again. We have the Javelin, as I showed you, which was rubbish. Archer, however, was very good, remember that. Uzi is a very strong unit, very strong skill. AK-47, I haven't decided yet, but we need to test the skill properly, but all it does is send out healing packages. We got the Bazooka, which has a very strong skill, but nowhere near as good as the top, let's say, 10 skilled units. The Laser is a very rubbish skill, especially since he shoots from far. His skill barely does damage on units in Siege. Fire Soldier, one of the most strongest skilled units in the game, probably top 3. So keep him. The Mage, very weak skilled unit. I haven't tested him properly, but I'm pretty sure his skill is very weak. I have got the units to make him, so when I get him I'll make a new video for you. The Machine Gun, Gatling. His skill is pretty strong, but it's nowhere near strong enough. Not even close enough to the Berserker, so I wouldn't keep him. I had him, I gave him up. I didn't like his skill. We have the Shuriken, very strong skill, but uses it he barely uses his skill every 6 or 7 seconds, and his knockback is so bad, so only keep him if you want to farm, especially hard mode. The Sword Ninja, the strongest skilled unit in the game officially. Only bad thing is his HP is very low, so it's going to be hard for you to get past 40 million in Siege with him, even if you have others, unless you have 2 of him skilled. Envoy, as I said, very strong skill, range, but about 8 million damage. Nowhere near the 20 million damage of the Shuriken Ninja, but still uses it much more often, so it's better if you do want to keep him. But again, not nearly as good as other units. I haven't tested him. As I said, he has very low HP. His skill is pretty good, not as great as others. Angel, well, if you get him, keep him definitely, because you need him in Siege. Skill will just make it better. Titan, very boring skill. As you know, it's just a shield which barely does anything. Shadow, just like the Envoy, strong, quick, but very weak unit, so it will die quick. Cowboy as well, strong unit, but weak HP, so he would die as well. Then we got these guys. He's a very high HP unit, but his skill isn't very strong, and he has bad knockback, so he won't use his skill that much. The rest are very good knockback, not good knockback resist, and the skill damage isn't anywhere near as much as others. Golem I haven't tested properly yet. Atlantis, as you all know, I have him, does about 22 million damage, phase 5, so very good unit, but not as good as others. Still worth keeping sometimes. These ones are no longer good because they just shoot the first line, they don't go through them, and when in Siege you'll see how high the HP gets. The Amante, one of the strongest units in the game, you want to keep him as soon as you get him. The Tank, very strong unit. I haven't tried the Cotton Robo Suit. Cotton Mech, one of the weakest skilled units in the game. We got the Cavalry, very strong unit. Cartoon Giant, very weak unit. Slime, rubbish skill. He just protects himself, which doesn't even work sometimes. The Zombie, very strong skill, bad knockback resist, so he would barely use his skill. Orc, very good knockback resist, not bad skill, but very good unit to keep, so make sure you keep him if he's skilled. Haven't tested him, haven't tested the goblin. The bunny's skill was rubbish, and the unit is rubbish itself, so throw it away, unless you want him for farming. He has a good skill, but it doesn't reach units in siege, since he shoots from far, has a lot of range. Very strong unit, bad skill damage, nowhere near as good as others. Very bad skill damage for him too, just shows a meteor. And we got Machine Spider, very weak skilled unit. His skill was pretty interesting, Terror, which is something missing from 6-star units, so I would keep him. I haven't tested him out yet, but his HP is very low, but if his skill is as strong as Adventure, then it's a very good unit. Actually, if I would say, most 6-star rares, in general rares, are very good skilled units. They're all extremely strong, especially the Armor Dragon. He had over 50 million damage, 60 million. Very strong units, other than the Organism. The Dragon Fighter, very strong HP. I know the Black Knight has very strong skill. Sniper has a very strong... No, he doesn't. His is boring. You don't want him, trust me. Very strong skill. He heals himself when he uses his skill. The Judgment heals others, including angels, which is pretty cool. Hell Dragon has a very strong skill, and he stops time. And the rest, I haven't tested these out yet, but I could tell you right now, the skills are not very strong, but the units are very strong in general. I know that this guy and this guy, not very strong skilled units. I know, even him, not very strong skilled unit, but I haven't tested the others, we'll see. Anyways, for the good skilled units, make sure you keep them. They are the Fire Soldier, number 1, I know. The Sword Ninja, very strong. Keep him as soon as you get him. The Amante, very, very strong skilled unit. These are the probably top 3 they are. The Pistol, very, very strong skilled unit, keep him. And that's it. That's all I'm saying for now. I think these are the main ones. If you have Orc, keep him. If you have Berserker, I think you should keep him. Golem, very good, keep him. And again, there are other units that I have to test still. The Claws and the Swordsman and so many other units, but we will test them soon. Just look at who's first in Siege. Look at his units. Amante, Fire Soldier, Orc, and Armor Dragon. Next, Fire Soldier, Archer. Just what I said. Next, Fire Soldier, Archer, Amante. And we got Javelin, which I don't even know why he has on his team. He should have just thrown that away. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Subscribe for more. I have 2 other channels below in the description if you want to check them out. I play other games on PSP, emulating games on my Android phone, which is really fun. Naruto games, Tekken, I got Wii games, Mario games, everything, which is really fun to play. I could even teach you how to do it yourself if you have powerful phones. So yeah, you could subscribe to it. It's called Sal's Tech. It'll probably be at the end of this video as well, so you could just click on it and just go and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a good day. Bye!